Guy Ritchie's The Covenant is a movie that I really wanted to watch. It's supposed to come out, I believe, at the end of May, but it never played in my country of Canada. So I was a little disappointed because I do enjoy Jake Gyllenhaal, and Guy Ritchie's last film, Ruse de Guerre, Operation Fortune or whatever, it was okay. So this one is about John Finley. He is a sergeant, and he has one of the most dangerous jobs during the war in Afghanistan. His squad is tasked with finding IED creators. Very dangerous job because the Taliban are very adept at making, bombs and weapons. And at the beginning of the film, they have to get a new interpreter. So they get Ahmed, who is he seems like a really straight shooter, but he has a bit of a rebellious streak, so they have a little bit of conflict right there. But the two of them have to work together. The money's good for the interpreter, and Finley has a job of trying to find bomb makers to destroy them and to make it safer. So the movie starts off really good with the conflict, and it's a very character-focused film. A little bit of action, a little bit of shooting and stuff. It's a very, we've seen a lot of war films. You got The Hurt Locker, and The Outpost. This one is a cut above because of the emotional core. Basically, after a engagement gone wrong, Ahmed saves Finley in enemy territory, and Finley is sent home to be, with a medal. However, Ahmed is sort of shafted and has to go into hiding because the Taliban do not like that he saved a soldier in their territory. So Finley makes it his sort of mission to go back to rescue the interpreter that saved his life. So this movie is very deep in the theme of honor, loyalty, brotherhood. It's very stressful to be in war. It's something that not a lot of people get to experience, but the film does a great job of focusing on that aspect. And there's a really great scene where Finley is like morally sort of he's sort of like stuck because he's not sure what he wants to do. Like, he obviously wants to help Ahmed, but he can't really do it in his position. And his wife comes by and she can see the conflict in him, and you think it's going to be one of those cliche scenes where she's like, how dare you be so selfish, like, you're safe here, how dare you put your life on the line. And the movie subverts that trope in a very nice way, and then also continues to the final adventure. So the first half is basically Finley and Ahmed working together and the engagement gone wrong. And the second half is basically the mission to get Ahmed out alive. So this movie also gives you another sort of page of the war in Afghanistan that you don't get to see. The interpreters, who are sort of the unsung heroes that don't get to, some of them don't get to leave. They didn't get their visas. They got stuck there. They got killed. It happened a lot because there really is no way to have a happy ending when you do that. The money's good. The Americans pay well, but you basically are seen as a traitor because you are helping them communicate to find things and things like that. So interpreters were not looked as very, very kindly after the war, during the war, and they were, targeted for that. So I really like the movie did that too. A really great direction. Like Guy Ritchie lately has not been doing his own. He's got a unique style from his gangster movie days, but he's sort of dropped that off. You watch a movie like Wrath of Man or Operation Fortune or this one, and he's gotten rid of his usual flashy editing techniques or his musical choices. He's going just for like. I think this probably started when he did the Aladdin Disney movie, where he wasn't allowed to do any of that stuff for their movie. So he's trying to go for like more of a straightforward, less style, but still robustly directed. So this movie does have entertaining action sequences, but I don't consider this like you watch it for the action. I think it's elevated by the performances, by the emotional core, the bond. It really hit home to me, even though I'm not like someone who's ever been in combat or anything like that. It really stuck with me. So I give Guy Ritchie's The Covenant a perfect 10.